Man, that wasn't a banger. Today as we know, we found out earlier today that Yella Beezy T Jones passed away. My condolences to that man and his family. Everybody know me who know me like that. They know through my favorite rapper, and they beef. With them. Don't oversee that this man lost his mommy. That's his T Jones. And I fear from all heart for him. I think they say supposedly passed away from food poisoning, but my heart goes out to him and his family with this tough situation. My condolences to his family. Coming up with this trial, he gonna have to face, on top of that, he fight for his life, like I say, three my favorite rapper, bro. Like, don't get that is what it is, what it is. That's my nigga, that's my guy. I fuck with him a long way. Melvin Nova, RP that man, he did what he did, and he knew the consequence behind what he did. Yella did what he did, and he knew the consequence behind. But don't nobody, we all gotta leave it early. We don't know how we gonna leave it, but we all gotta leave it. But yeah, my heart goes out to his family, him and his family, bro. That's sad, boy. That's boy, boy. That's your T John, boy. That's your mama. You don't get no another mama anymore, but when your mama and your mama and your daddy gone, boy, that's a wrap, man. Your heart broke out here, boy. But let's break this down, bro. Man, shout out to the North Dallas. Shout out to the whole Dallas. Fort Worth, all the whole thing, man. Niggas need to grow up out here, bro. Life too short for that. Nigga, raise your kids, be able to grow up and get older, bro. That's the fucking plan. That's my plan. Grow older with your family, bro. Grow with your old lady, your kids. See your kids grow up. Have them kids, be a grandfather here. But yeah, let's get into this video, man.
Yeah, the rumor is true. It's 100% true. Y'all know I don't like starting a video off like this, but we will. It just is what it is.
Let's see that hair. Yeah. Look at in the blue tips, the blue nails. Tell them play with it.
And he lost his pops too when he was a young one.
Look, say man, tell us.
Like I stay out here in Dallas, bro. I spent most of my life out here in Dallas to like 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade, bro. So they say his daddy was a real one, His daddy got, unalive when he was a young one. So when Yella Beezy was a young one. So I mean, damn, boy, both of your parents gone, bro. Damn.
Stand down, my boy. Look at the bounce. No bounce.
Yella Beezy's mother reportedly passed away this morning under unknown circumstances, just weeks before his trial for his alleged involvement in the murder of Mo3. With our sponsor real quick. If you want to make some money real quick, get $5 when you sign up. Hit free cash right there. So what is alleged to have happened is today, unfortunately, I went into a room and she was no longer breathing. They tried to resuscitate her, and obviously to no avail. And so ambulance were called. I'm assuming, and this is just merely a smart guess, it's going to end up being a heart attack. It just makes the most sense, unfortunately. Now, I hate to say it this way because it's going to suck. And I'm really not trying to be conspiratorial or anything like that.
They sacrificed his mom.
But God forbid, but I don't know. If it's true, it's true. If it happened, it happened. It would suck if in 2 weeks he goes to freaking trial and this would have happened then.
Ooh.
That would have sucked, bro. And I don't pretend to know. I know he close with his grandma. I don't know how close he is with his mom, but I'm assuming he's super close with his mom as well, because that just kind of, that kind of throws me off a little bit. So, yes, Yella Beezy's mom is dead, but it would suck if he was the one that was in jail for the rest of his life, and his mother, unfortunately, took her last breaths on earth. And he wasn't there to, console his family and help plan and see all of this stuff through with all that and everything. And it's just one of those things where,
like, that's just sad. Think about it, bro. His mama gone. He fighting a murder case. 3 gone. Now his mama got to deal. 3 mama got to deal with him being gone. And on top of that, she got to deal with the case. You feel me? So everybody lost, bro. Like, think about life, bro. Life go by fast, bro. When you 18, bam. You 25, bam. You 35, bam. You 45. You 55. That's if God bless you to see them ages. You feel me? This shit go by fast, bro. You don't know when you gonna leave this earth. You ain't gotta say so how you leave this earth, bro. So if you got kids, bro, make sure you take care of them, bro. Spend as much time you can with your parents. I know, bro. Like I'm trying to preach, bro. But I'm gonna talk real with you, bro. Like, bro, this appreciate the people you got in your life, bro. Especially somebody who took care of you when you was little, bro. They, you know, you can never repay your parents back for taking care of you. You feel me? Like I can never pay my parents back for taking care of me, but I know I can do as much as I can, spend as much time with them if I possibly can. You know, it's just sad, bro. Like life, shit
It's
short, you
gonna
go by
happen,
fast, bro.
and there's nothing you can do. The only thing you can pray is that you and your mother and your father, your mother, if you have a relationship with your father, that you and your parents or grandparents live a long, long, long life. I remember, and I'm pretty sure y'all do. I remember people just praying and hoping that their grandparents and parents made it to 100 years old. You see what I'm saying? Because typically, like, y'all born within their 20s or their 30s. So they can be 70, you could be 40, bro. You could already given them grandkids, and then they goddamn grandkids could be, you know what I'm saying, adults, and then hopefully have influence on the next generation. And that's what we ultimately need. We need old school rules these days more than ever to learn unity, to learn trust, to learn respect, and to learn honor, because it seems like that's a fleeting thing that happens every single day. I can't tell you about your town. I can only tell you what's spread, but the algorithm is the algorithm. A lot of people see certain things that they choose to see, and a lot of certain things are just put up there just to make you confused in days. But what I mean ultimately is this: you don't want to break your parents' heart with them having to bury you.
Boy,
there are a ton of people, and I know a bunch of them. Man, I don't want to bury my mama. I don't want to bury my grandmama. I don't want to bury my daddy. I don't want to bury my granddad. I don't want to bury nobody. I hope they bury me, because I can't bury it. You're going to have to be the strong one, homie. You. Yes, you. You. Because there's a lot of men on here like, yeah, I never want to experience this day, bro. What you don't want is you don't want to literally see your child die. So it goes over to freaking Mo3's mom.
what I just said.
She had to bury her son.
Bury her son, bro.
Now, I'm not asking y'all to inbox her and say, oh, you know, hey, Seti Nash wonders if you could switch places with your son, would you? I'm not saying none of that. But I would ask you this. If you have kids, would you, yes, you, would you be fine with it being role reverse where you buried your child? Do you think you could stand that type of pain? I don't think you would. And if you can understand that, then you can understand, well, sometimes in this hardship and in these things, at least if he loses that case, she don't have to watch her son live in a cage for the rest of his natural born life. Because that could have devastated her. What would have happened if Yella Beezy goes up on that trial and he ultimately loses? And not only does he lose, but you know what happens? He gets life. And now his mom has to take on another role that in her advanced age she shouldn't have. So I'm here to confirm it. Yes, it's true. Yes, she did pass. Early indications is that it's a heart attack. But nobody said like her, I hate to say it this way, the face was twisted up like an aneurysm or anything like that. So we'll see how that one goes. I hope it wasn't a stroke or anything like that, but I don't know. From how it's described to me, it's looking like a heart attack, and how, you know, they found her and everything. So, I mean, it's just one of those things, man. Life is meant to end. You're born here, you're gonna die here. It just is what it is. And hopefully you create memories and you affect a lot of people, because your death isn't something that just happens to you. It happens to everybody. It's not one of those things where we can go, oh man, yeah, no. What a ride. Nah, get in here, get in life, make the most out of it, make your most experiences. Try to live with no regrets, but have enough regrets to know that you should do better the next time. And when the next time confronts you, then you can do better. But if You know, life is so full of uncertainties, man, that you're not promised that you're going to have to freaking that you're not going to have to basically do that as far as bury your mom, because now look at his grandma. If my memory serves me right, that's her daughter. Your daughter is now somebody you have to bury. Not only have to bury your daughter, you run the risk of losing your grandson too.
Damn.
You run the risk of losing 2 bloodlines right then and there. So, man, this is horrible, bro. Like, it's horrible.
Boy.
The streets is a bitch, bro. Now I think about it, nigga, this cold, bro. Your grandma gotta watch you fight for your life in 2 weeks and then try to bury her daughter within a week. And from every indication over there, Yella's struggling with money.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised if y'all see a GoFundMe pop up. I doubt it. I think the grandma will be able to handle it. But don't be surprised if you see that shit happen. Everything I hear about it, Yella kind of holding on by a strand right now, knocking out features and shit because it's hard right now. But prayers to him, man. I hope he didn't do what they accuse him of doing, what they allege he doing. I hope he beats it. But I'm going to be honest, I truly don't know. But I did get a chance to converse with certain people where we didn't know where that case is going one way or another. And fortunately, it worked out in the favor because the evidence came out. But before that damn day of closing, man, them people, all the people I spoke to, bro, they was nervous as hell. Because you don't know which way it's going to go. Your life is in the hands of a chosen few. And all you can hope is that your message and your evidence was clear enough to make you basically be able to go about everything. But, bruh, I feel bad for his grandma because, like I say, she burying her daughter, and it's possible she might lose her grandson. But hey, y'all, let me know y'all thoughts about this one, man. We are 28K away from that giveaway. Make sure you...
Man, shout out to man, not shout out, my condolences, man. My condolences go to y'all and his family, bro. His grandmama, you heard me, because she gotta bury her daughter. Man, that shit's sad, bro. I know he fucked up, boy. You fight for your life, and now your mama gone on top of there, bro. His daddy gone, and his mama gone, bro. His daddy passed away when he was a little boy. Now your mama passed away when you in your mid-30s, bro. Ah, boy. Woo. Man. My condolences to you, my boy. You and your family, bro. My condolences, bro.